Trails. This is Brent Wilson, and I've got a free Saturday, and I'm going fishing. I've got my two fishing buddies with me. I got Taylor, and I got my kayak captain Petey, and we're going down to Sardis Lake. Gotten to go to Sardis 2 or 3 times. My line of work down there sampling water quality, and it's always looked really fishy. I've never got to go to it. I've wanted to go to it for a few years. Here's what I've learned about Sardis. Other than my couple trips down there, did some research online. There's not really a lot out there for it. It's down there in the mountains in southeast Oklahoma. It's really unique. Its watercolor is kind of off compared to the other lakes in the state. It's kind of a gray-blue color. Main things we're looking at fishing while we're down here, there's lots of standing timber. So much standing timber down here. We'll be looking to get out on that, so maybe early this afternoon. There's also a ton of American water willow growing along the shoreline. So there's a ton of that to fish. Taylor's over here falling asleep listening to me. Today I'll be fishing out of the Pro Angler 12. It's a really stable and efficient kayak. It's stable enough for me to stand and cast out of, and its pedal drive system is highly efficient. You're not sitting there paddling with your arms. You can cast and fish at the same time. It's awesome. Taylor will be fishing out of an Outback. That's her new boat for this year. It's light blue, it's real pretty, that's why she likes it. Really comfortable, keeps her from getting worn out on the water. Hopefully we'll be able to get some good footage for you guys out here on the Hobie soon.
Unfortunately, when we got down there, we stopped and talked to the cabin owner, who's also a guide, and he said in 2015, the floods killed all the water willow. So there went half my game plan out the window, and the weather had also changed. It had rained for most of the day, and then it was really cloudy and muggy when we got down there to fish, so we had to change up our game plan.
That's not going to stop Team Wilson, though. We're still going to catch some fish. And she's on the board. Nice fish, Taylor. Dang it, I missed him. After we figured out where the bait was located, which was up in those small pockets, I pulled out my Navionics app and I started looking around on the lake for another place that had a lot of small pockets on it, and there was one pretty close to us, about midway up the creek arm that we were in. Once we found where the bait was located, we started catching some bass. About the time we make it up to those smaller coves, it gets real close to the magic hour. That hour before daylight or dusk, when the fish start feeding, I mean, they start chewing. We couldn't have timed it any better getting here. We started out fishing main lake points. That's when I noticed there was a bunch of white bass busting on the surface in a small cove near us. So we both raced up in there and we both started catching white bass. Taylor was catching them on a rattle trap or lipless crankbait. I was catching them on a crankbait. When we pulled into the first little pocket, I noticed it had some really good drop-offs with some secondary points with water willow growing out on them. I chunked my chatterbait up on one of them, and lo and behold, I hook up with a good fish. You'll notice about midway through the fight, me looking back towards the camera. That's because my hog trough's sinking. It fell off the boat on the hook set. I didn't have any dowel rods in it. At the end of the day, I caught most of my fish on a 1/2 ounce gold chatterbait and then a 1/2 ounce black and blue jig paired with a medium heavy action manly rod. If you guys would like to see me, Taylor, and Petey go around Oklahoma and catch some more big fish, make sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you.